Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. Chocolate cake is something that everyone loves, and if you can make it at home within no time, then what's more blissful than that, right? So today I have come up with simple eggless chocolate cake recipe. A lot of us get intimidated when it comes to baking because we fail most of the times. Either the cake sinks, the cake overcooks, and whatnot. In this video, I'll also be sharing some tips that you can follow to get your perfect spongy chocolate cake. Let's begin with the recipe. First and foremost, I have taken an aluminium cake tin. I have placed a homemade butter paper in the bottom. I am greasing it well. Also, we need to grease the edges of the cake tin. Don't forget to grease the edges of the cake tin. Since I am baking it in an oven in convection mode, I have to use aluminium cake tin. In case if you're baking it in the gas stove, then you can also use any steel vessel or steel tiffin box as well. In this video, I am baking the cake in the oven in convection mode, but I'll be sharing with you the instructions to bake in gas stove as well. Our cake tin is ready, let's keep it aside. Now the most important baking tip is that all your ingredients should be in room temperature, not hot, not cold, be it dry ingredients or wet ingredients. If you're planning to bake a cake, make sure that you keep outside all your ingredients if at all they are in the refrigerator. Ingredients that are needed are 1 cup of wheat flour. Instead of wheat flour, you can also use all-purpose flour or maida. 1 cup of powdered sugar, half a cup of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon baking powder, half a teaspoon baking soda, 3/4 cup of curd, half cup milk, and half cup cooking oil. Next important baking tip is that you need to sieve all your dry ingredients. Do not skip this step. This step makes a lot of difference and brings a best texture to your cake. First, I'm sieving the wheat flour. Next, I'm adding powdered sugar. If you do not have powdered sugar at home, all you need to do is put some sugar into dry mixer jar and grind it into a fine powder. In goes half a cup of cocoa powder. Next, I'm adding a teaspoon of baking powder. And then goes half a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm mixing all the dry ingredients together. Yes, our dry ingredients are mixed well and ready. Now for preheating the oven, I have placed a low stand and then I'm changing the mode to convection mode. The fan symbol shows that the oven is in convection mode now. Next, I'm setting the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius and then I'm setting the timer to 10 minutes. We need to preheat the oven for 10 minutes. In case if you're baking the cake in the gas stove, then place a big vessel on top of the gas stove, close the lid and preheat for 10 minutes. Now I'm adding the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. In goes half cup cooking oil. I'll gently mix it once before adding curd and milk. See, another baking tip is do not overmix the batter, and after mixing the batter, do not keep it outside for longer time because the baking soda will start reacting. Now I'm adding 3/4 cup of curd. One trick that I follow is while I put my oven to preheating and once the timer shows that 4 minutes left for preheating to end, at that time I start mixing the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients so that by the time the preheating ends, my batter is ready to go straight into the oven. These are some small details. If you follow, you'll get your perfect spongy cake. Also, if you're interested in knowing more about baking, I have put a video already about difference between baking soda and baking powder, which you can check in the description box. Next, I'm adding milk. Add milk little by little and see whether you get a desired consistency. Do not add the entire half cup of milk at once. You may need little lesser milk as well. You never know. So I've added little milk now. Around 1/4 cup I have added, and I'm mixing it and checking if I need more. Okay, after mixing it, I realized that we need little more milk. We need ribbon consistency of the batter. So I have added little from that half cup of milk and I'm mixing it again. Let's see if we need more milk after mixing it together. Use cut and fold method. I've added little more milk. Do not over mix it. Use cut and fold method to mix your batter. All you need to make sure is that your dry ingredients and wet ingredients blend together and there are no lumps in your batter. This is all that you need to take care of. Then I'm adding a teaspoon of vanilla essence. I have added the entire half cup of milk. If there is more water consistency in your curd, you may end up using less milk. Do not add half cup of milk at once. Use little by little. Now I'm transferring the cake batter into my greased cake tin. You can see the consistency, right? This is exactly what we need. Always invest in a spatula if you're interested in baking because it will help you transfer the entire batter into the cake tin without any wastage. If at all you want a video on baking essentials for the beginners, I can put it up in the channel. So please let me know in the comment section if you need one. Now tap the cake tin to remove the air bubbles if there are any. Now I am placing the cake batter inside the preheated oven. I am setting the mode to convection mode. You can see the fan symbol. Next, I am changing the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius, convection mode, and then the timer would be 35 minutes. This video may seem a bit lengthy to you all because I have covered everything in detail here, starting from baking tips, preheating the oven, how to set to convection mode. Everything I'm trying to cover here so that you get your perfect spongy chocolate cake in first attempt itself. Yes, our 35 minutes are done. It's time to check our cake. Carefully remove the cake tin from the oven. Oven will be too hot. Be very careful. Wear the gloves or use some towel. Let's check if our cake is baked properly. Use a toothpick or a stick and put it in the center of the cake. Nothing is sticking to our toothpick. That means our cake is baked properly. Let the cake completely cool down and only then demold the cake. Our cake is now completely cool. I'll be demolding it. Do not hurry and do not demold when the cake is hot. Your cake may mess up. Wait, be patient, let it completely cool down and then with the help of a knife, just slowly scrape the edges. Separate the edges of the cake from the cake tin. Flip the cake tin and tap and then carefully remove the butter paper. Look at this. Our delicious, spongy, soft chocolate cake is ready. See how spongy it is. It's time to cut the cake and serve it. Guys, do try this recipe and let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this recipe. Also, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then do subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.